Hey, here we go, people. Deluded. I didn't even set up everything properly, but the show must continue. Smash the like button immediately. Big up you lot on Twitch. Gyökeres, here we go. Fabrizio Romano has delivered the verdict. And finally, not over yet, but finally, what has been, a year, well, it feels like 2 years in terms of pursuing Gyökeres. Anyways, we all know the striker search for Arsenal has been going on for years, or at least whether it's not been going on internally, externally, us fans have wanted a striker. We're used to the Ian Wrights, the Thierry Henrys, the Dennis Bergkamps, the long list of strikers of various levels. Let's be fair, respectfully to Mikel Merino, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus. Once upon a time, Eddie Nketiah. The cold-hearted reality is you need a gunman up there. You lot can't do that. We need a serious striker. Again, no matter what Mikel Arteta and Arsenal wanted to do in terms of recruitment, left wings, hybrids like Eze, all of those kind of things. Everything in this recruitment period is focused around the striker, and we need a striker. We need a talismanic figure, and I can't lie, man. Listen, Gyökeres is going to bang. It's going to bang. Forget all that. There's obviously pros. There's obviously cons. Portuguese league, all of this sort of jazz. I don't care about XG because in that acronym XG, the one thing that he does do is score goals, in it. You got XG, you got G, you got 2 letters of the alphabet. He gets G's in it. That's all that matters. And the man's got that dog in him. His dad is doing crocodile tears. It's born in, breaded in this man to be a cold-hearted killer, and he needs to be fighting for the golden boot. Now, we're not just going to sign a striker and, Bob's your uncle, everything turns into gold. And obviously, the 14 draws we had last season wasn't just down to our lack of goals. But if we just consider the fact that, or make it simple and say those 14 goals, those 14 draws, apologies, was just down to our ability to put the ball in the back of the net, he at least halves that. He can't be looked at as the messiah. We need to get away from what I feel. Obviously, in a team, there's going to be primary jobs. Liverpool, to a degree, are going to always live or die by Mohamed Salah, but there's always been people around. I do think at Arsenal Football Club, regardless of what you have to say about Martin Odegaard, if he's not creating, we're in issues. If Saka isn't scoring goals, he's in issues. Obviously, Gyökeres is going to have to do the business there, but we're going to need everybody to chip in. We need Mikel Arteta to adapt and evolve the tactics. Adapt to Gyökeres, evolve the tactics and make us unpredictable. But yeah, man, give me a striker from Sweden. All right, where's Foxy? He's a Newcastle fan. He's always here. I appreciate his support. He's a moderator, but he's always giving it the big one. What going for Isaac? Because we're getting a striker from Sweden. You lot one's going. It's dark. It's dark Newcastle, and to be fair, Liverpool it's greedy, man. It's greedy. Surely Liverpool can't get Isaac and have Hugo Ekitike and have Florian Wirtz and all these things. That is greedy. That it doesn't matter what religion you follow. Yeah, any religious book talks about that sort of greed. I'm defo dreaming. But the left wing spot is still open. Your Swedish boys here. Your Sociedad boys are here. Isaac, come fuck with us, man. Come turn up with us, man. Come and turn up with us, man. Hey. We got a striker, man. We got fucking striker, man. Come on, man. Smash the like button. Let's support the channel by liking and subbing, guys. P appreciative to you. The good news is that we're here till whenever. 2:15, I've got Zar, so it's more waffling about Arsenal. 4:30, I've got Babs. And do you know what? If there's some significant developments, I'll be back in the evening. And don't forget, Sunday, we will ironically be doing a watch-along for Arsenal versus Newcastle, I'm pretty sure. And big up you lot on the topic of watch-alongs. All of you lot that supported the watch-along yesterday, the numbers were crazy. I appreciate you guys. We're trying to get to 70,000 before the end of the year. So appreciative to you lot. As a Swedish Arsenal fan, I'm happy. Come on. I mean, if you're in Sweden, go and find wherever Freddie Ljungberg lives. Go and find him. He's needed in Singapore. This announcement video has to be crazy. Gyökeres, I need you to dye your hair red. I need Freddie Ljungberg in that announcement vid. I need Gabriel Magalhaes. And ultimately, football's decided at both ends of the pitch, innit? Like, I know we always talk about the grey area and the nuts and bolts and the nuances and all that, but ultimately, football's a simple game, It's so simple, it's complex, and it's so complex, it's simple. It's a hypocritical thing, like life, innit? But football's decided in both ends. Even though I feel we dropped off a level defensively last season, and I feel if you look into the nuts and bolts, you know, conceding goals from set pieces, dropping points from a winning position. There's all kind of alarm bells that we need to improve on. But even though I think that we're up there for clean sheets, and when I keep saying this, but you break down Arsenal's team into 3 units. So you slap all the attackers in one corner, all the midfielders in the next corner, all the defenders in another corner. We know our defenders can get X amount of clean sheets. We have relative confidence that, you know, they can win their 1v1 battles. They can do their thing. I don't, skipping past midfield, and obviously they need to get goals. I don't quite think that's extended to the final third of the pitch. You know, I don't think these guys are bad players, but at the end of the day, if we want to be a team that's getting second, little semi-finals here and there, on occasion when you beat Madrid or statistics in the Prem, you start to dream about what could be in terms of trophies. We've got enough. So if you want to get over the line, we now need to know what we're getting. And I think, unfortunately, across the course of a season, yeah, there's people that can come off the bench and save us, rotate in, go through periods of good form. But apart from Bukayo Saka, asterisk, Gyökeres is going to be arriving. But apart from Bukayo Saka, that's the only cold-hearted killer we have. Doesn't matter. Of course, everyone goes through injuries and that. Doesn't matter about what Arteta is doing in the system, low blocks, tripled up, whatever against him. He's shown for 3 years. I'm just looking at the fact that we've been fighting for a title for 3 years, quote unquote. He gets the goals. Over these 3-year periods, we've seen Jesus do a thing, Martinelli do a thing, Odegaard do a thing, Trossard do a thing, Marino, purple patch up there, Kai get some goals, but none of them are the cold-hearted killers we need. And unfortunately, we need to know what we're getting. Big up Madueke, but he's even part of that because it's all potential and what you could be. We can't see any cold-hearted, concrete evidence as to how you're going to do this thing. We hope you lot can get goals. I know Gyökeres is getting me goals. I know Saka is getting me goals. You lot chip in as and when you can. I still maintain we need a left winger. I've given up on that with Madueke. I think the closest I'm going to get to that is maybe, just maybe, a little Eze who can play left wing, play in the 10. You know about Eze, people. So, yeah, man, I think we're all happy. Tara, appreciate you. Madueke, that I didn't even realize it was a pause. Listen, allow me. Isak is open to the market, DG. But then where do you go? Because my personal opinion with Isak, he's still going to forward to Liverpool. My left field choice is kind of something I've been saying to you lot already. Like Barcelona, surely I was more thinking next summer because Lewandowski's not going to be there forever. Whether it would be Haaland, Isak, Barcelona's an attractive club. Shout out Rashford because the media tried to assassinate your character now at Barcelona. This is what we do. Big him up. But yeah, like I thought it would have been a next season thing. But I wonder where Isak's going. I still think he's going to Liverpool. If you don't go Liverpool and you don't go Barcelona, obviously probably not going to go City. I wouldn't rule out Chelsea because they've just got Liam Delap and stuff. But Isak raises the level on top of everything they're doing. I hope that it's Barcelona because I don't want to see him in the country. I therefore hope that you're not at Liverpool because you've got that hitman in Mohamed Salah. You've got Hugo Ekitike. You've got Mr. Isak. It would be boy, fuck to play in Liverpool if you're a defender. You're going to get absolutely terrorized. The only thing worse than playing Liverpool with that, and obviously Wirtz is there, the only thing worse than playing Liverpool with that is probably playing Liverpool at Anfield, man, where you got the fans roaring and on the best of days you're playing 12 players. So it'd be interesting. But then if you look at it, where is Isak going then? Because you've seen the Saudi links. Obviously, you've seen the Saudi links. And I could say maybe the money's turned your head. That's not a bad thing, man. Have to get paid, generational wealth and all of that kind of stuff. But let's just say Liverpool wanted you. You're moving mad, or Newcastle are doing too much. We're moving away from that. Obviously, Arsenal, I think we would have thrown our hat into the ring. But for one reason or another, that's a myth. That's two. Let's say Chelsea say, you know what, faith in Liam Delap. City, you could never have too many good players and he can play out wide. But I wouldn't imagine you're a priority for City. What if all these teams move away? So you can kick up a fuss as much as you want. Where are you going? Realistically, where are you going? A part of me used to think he's kicking up a bit of a fuss, naturally, contract stuff and whatnot. Now I'm thinking, yeah, you actually want to cut. If you're not going on pre-season tour due to injury, if, you know, Eddie Howe's come out and said your head's been turned. And to be honest with you, Newcastle's a magical club. You know, he's won something. He's gone down in history as a number 9, but like, he didn't grow up in Newcastle. It's the next evolution. And with them winning the League Cup, a bit like Eze at Crystal Palace, you could argue this is the best time to leave. You don't know I loved Arsene Wenger. I actually think you should have probably cut in 2014 when we won that first FA Cup. So there's no better time to go out on the top. So Alex Ferguson, you know, left when Man United were winning things, cut out. It is what it is, people. I'm impressed at how Man 6. What's that? Isak to Liverpool. I think that's still the thing, man. I wouldn't doubt Liverpool. And even if they go and get Isak, I'm not saying they're going to go and spend, like, you've spent healthy on assuming you get Isak. Obviously, Wirtz wasn't cheap. Who else they got? They got someone else for a decent sum. Hugo Ekitike. I still think they're going to be spending. I'm not saying they're going to be spending 70, 80, 100 million. I think Slot's got things to do. if I'm honest. Big up yourself, Marcel. Bless up my brother DJ every time. Yesterday was my birthday, bro. I'm still up since yesterday. Big up, bro. On behalf of everyone, you know, big up Marcel. He's part of the family here. He does pee you lot off in the chat. Occasionally he pees me off as well during the season when emotions are heightened, but we love him here, man. Big up yourself. I always say, you know, happy birthday on behalf of myself and everyone. Take it easy though, man. You know you like alcohol too much, and that's your birthday. We say you just spent your birthday in your room by yourself, innit? No gal, no motives, just you and your hands, mate, and and porn up, you dickhead. But yeah, happy birthday, my guy. And yeah, BG, I do think Isaac to Liverpool is what's gonna happen. Positive news on Rodrigo as well. Where did you see that? Listen, Rodrigo, I believe when I see it. Just confirm me my Gyökeres. Go and put all the efforts into moving people on and bringing Eze. When you do all of that, if we get some money to play around with, then I might flirt with the Rodrigo thing. I just feel that's one where you got to watch a bit. Like the situation develops every day. I think too much dominoes need to fall into place. I don't know Rodrigo. I don't know anyone connected at Arsenal. I don't know anyone connected at Real Madrid. But I don't know if it's sunk in Rodrigo's heart. It's a myth, bro. You're not going to get the football that you want. Even if Xabi Alonso gives him a reduced role, I genuinely think Rodrigo's on that. It's a long season. When I get my chance, I'm going to take it. I'm going to make myself indestructible. And to be fair, you can change the manager's mind. Devil's advocate, I'm not necessarily saying Mikel Arteta had these thoughts last season of Miles Lewis-Skelly, but he took his chance, whether it's because of injuries or not. He made himself, you can't deny him in it. So that could happen. I just feel there's too much, way too much that needs to be done in this thing, man. Man said big up Killy in the gym trying to be like, you look at their catch up. I don't know if that's SB or catch, but big them up. Make sure you're subscribing. Can't remember what live stream, but one of my live streams will take you over to their platform at some point today. Go show them some love, because a bit like Arsenal are finally confirming Gyökeres, they're finally fucking releasing some videos, mate. But yeah, big them up. Manny, smash the likes. Is that Gyökeres Saka front three? I can't lie. If we're on that, we got to remove the emotion. Kai Havertz, it's been real, my guy. Forward to Leverkusen. Obviously, it's going to be a huge financial outlay. Gabriel Jesus, you're my guy. You don't always fight for him. Contracts have to get ripped up. You've got to be cruel to be kind. I'm on that. Shot Marino for no reason. Like, let's do this. If we're going to do this, like, let's do this for real. Like, we got Gyökeres, man. We got Gyökeres, man. 1K to 70, not too long away. So close, but so far. Verts for 116 M's, Ikatike for 75 M's, and others. And then Isaac on top of that, 100. And what people are forgetting, Liverpool, I'm not going to, well, they're not making as much as they're spending, but they're making bread. That Kwanzaa must have got them 30, 40. I don't know if Harvey Elliott actually leaves, but that's anything from 35 to 50 million off the bat. Who else they got? There must be someone else they've sold. They must have got something okay in the grand scheme of things for Kelia. That Tyler Morton guy's linked with a move away. They end up selling him for like 20 odd million quid. So it will kind of offset things. And I don't think Arsenal are under any PSR or FFP or UEFA financial rulings or any of that smart shit they come out and tell us about. I think just as a club, we want to bring in an ideal world, Gyökeres and everybody we've seen up until this point. That's basically an Arsenal player. That's done. There's a bit of a blackout period. We flush players out of the club, and then we see what we got to play around with. Like obviously, asterisks. If Jesus was fit, you're probably going to be flushed. But ripped up Tommy's deal. Tierney's gone. Just look at it purely from a wages point of view. Tierney wages off the bill. Jorginho's wages off the bill. It could have been Partey's wages off the bill. You know, you flush on Fabio Vieira, Reece Nelson on 100k, Zinchenko on 100 odd, and you sell these guys. Then you see what kind of remaining budget you're working with. That's when I think in an ideal world, they start going for Eze's and Rodrigo's and random Joe Blogs. Don't get twisted. I want Eze. I want Rodrigo. I'm pessimistic on both. I need either or. I need Eze. If you don't get either or, you need to get someone else. Couldn't tell you who. Don't necessarily care for names. But if you're looking for Eze, that tells me that you want someone that's a versatile playmaker that can play in all of those roles. Go and find someone. If you're going for Rodrigo, yes, he can play on the right. Probably could play in Odegaard's role. Probably could do a thing up front as well. But that tells me you want a left winger, irrespective of what you're doing. Because again, the cold-hearted truth is we're carrying if we want to be Premier League winners, we're carrying too many people. You can have one or two players in the squad like Darwin Núñez is like Liverpool's Martinelli and Trossard and that. Now, don't get caught on the names and whatnot, but they're not necessarily relying on him to score goals and make the difference. He'll frustrate a lot of the time, but he can come and nick them points or help in that way. Remember the role he played? Remember when we drew against Liverpool at the Emirates? We've got too many of those kind of players. Of course, I hope Martinelli could score, could find a way to be more consistent. Hope Madueke is a breath of fresh air, you know, and all the other options. But again, negative, not even looking at it negatively or positively, just what is. We've seen this already. The last 3 years, we've had some men have had strong seasons scoring, assisting. They've had low periods again. But Bukayo Saka is the only one that has been consistent. And then honestly, if you look beyond that, it's Kai Havertz. And we say Kai isn't clinical in this, that, and the third. If we're relying on you to score goals, it's not making sense. And again, as much as I need 20 goals from Gyökeres and things like that, like 38 games, it's naive if you expect him to do the job all the time. They're probably, I hope not, because I want you to be for the golden boot, but there'll be times we might win 3-4-0. Our star striker ain't scored. It's been the others. That's what we kind of need. And one thing I like about Gyökeres is he loves scumbagging against the smaller teams. I'm on that. I'm so on that. Like, go and get 4 goals. Go do the arshipping thing and the rest of it, man. Big up everyone, man. What about Kim Kalstrong? Big him up, because you helped us win the FA Cup. I can't lie. Completely forgot about him, but shout out him. Very obvious that we need to upgrade the left wing, in particular when you watch us. And tactically, things got to change, man. I remember when some man was saying we should have signed Sesko because Gyökeres is too bulky for the Prem. Too much Weight Watchers and all these things, man. He can bully, man. He can pick. You wouldn't want to play against Gyökeres. You don't. No centre half wants to play against them physical man like Gyökeres, like Chris Wood. People can be dumb and look at the fact that I said Chris Wood. If they pin you, it's long. It's a long day. It's a very long day. Very long day. Isaac has told Newcastle he wants to leave. I'm saying Arsenal sign him so he links up with Gyökeres. Odegaard, call him. Marino, call him. Zubimendi, I don't even know if he was there with him. Call him. Anyone with any connection, phone him. Saka, call him for no reason. Now is Eze or Rodrigo for the W? Is that what's the poll? Do I even have a poll? Why have I said last season? That's meant to be last signing. Sorry, I done that poll while I was half asleep. Apologies, people. Dyslexia beat my ass. Alexander Isak has informed Newcastle of his desire to explore and move. People, we get to 100 likes. We hear from the horse's mouth of what's been said with the rumors, man. We just grabbed the next Lewandowski. Would love it. I mean, Isak coming and playing left wing is crazy for Arsenal. But I mean, we did a little thing with Lacazette and Aubameyang, and we could run that and they could interchange. Gyökeres likes pulling out to that left-hand side. I know I've made a big song and dance about how that could potentially affect in a positive way Madueke if he's out there, Martinelli if he starts. Not really. I haven't really been saying about Trossard, but Trossard, a fit Gabriel Jesus, bin all of that and go and grab Isaac. There's games there, man. There's games. How many more signings do you reasonably think will happen? Well, assuming we got Gyökeres, yeah? I don't want to pour cold water, but a part of me, maybe it's the Arsenal PTSD kicking in, but a part of me feels like, I don't know. There's a reality where it stops. Like this is kind of it now. There is that reality, Arsenal fans. I don't want to be doom and gloom. I hope we're changing, but we all know there is a reality where that's where it stops. Everything we've done with Gyökeres, that's that. I mean, I've been waffling about outgoings. I don't know the planning, but maybe there's scope for a third choice keeper, a little journeyman, 35-year-old, the Tommy Setfords and all them guys can go on loan and whatnot. I would love another left back. Don't shoot me, people. I know I would like another left back. So maybe you could say 2. I would say, all right, if I had to not be pessimistic, 2 max. 1 for sure. So yeah. PSG is a shout. Nasty, you know, if they get him. Nasty work from PSG if they get him. Absolutely nasty. Reckon Isak's agent forcing Newcastle to offer a better wage. There is also that element, and I normally think that, and that is normally the case, yeah, but it seems from you're not going on tour and you're not doing this or you're not doing that, surely there's more to it. Surely there's more to it. I think we should get Rodrigo. Waneri is already better than Eze. Chill, tranquillo. Big up Eze. Sorry, big up Waneri and Eze. But there's no way in hell right now on the 24th of July that Waneri is better than Eze. The body of work don't suggest such, man. He's cutting out. So yeah, man. Liverpool scary, moving serious. Appreciate UK, love it. Is that going Saudi? I mean, Newcastle could sell him to themselves, but Newcastle. I mean, the money, but do you need to do that right now? 120 M's for an injury-prone player, even if he's as good as Isak, is a huge risk unless you have good squad depth already. When last, I'm not gonna lie, Isaac has struggled with injuries in previous years, but I just feel that's something that's just stuck with him unnecessarily. Like, when was the last time he had lengthy injuries or consistent injuries? What kind of nonsense is Liverpool doing? Someone stop that club. What's happening with Saliba? We get to 100 likes, go over everything. Glock 9 scoring a Hattie versus Man City in September. Trust me in life. You can't trust people who say, trust me, you know, but I'm going to trust you. So, yeah, best show in everything. Well, appreciate that, man. Mikel as Paul. Where is PSR when you need it? Rules are there to be broken, man. There's no way Liverpool going to get Isaac now after spending over 250 million already. They're really going to go and add another 150 million on top of that. They can very easily do that, though. They can easily do that. Like, they've been selling. They're going to sell. They didn't buy anyone last year. They could do that, man. They could do that. Piss off you, Mark. I hate this guy, man, but you're my dad. You're my dad, man. Don't worry, man. Hopefully your birthday next year, you get a nice little babes and you're not just moving with baby oil, innit? Like, big up Marcel, though, man. Big up Marcel. Still think Newcastle in a very strong position. He has 3 years left on his contract. 100%. And do you know what? I can't say it will be a silver lining because you need to replace the goal scorer. And I don't know what's going on at Newcastle. We got to remember, Isaac actually hasn't gone anywhere yet, but their like little replacement, Hugo Ekitike, has been robbed off them, really. But that could be their Coutinho moment in that allows them flexibility. You might not get a striker as good as Isaac, but it allows you to mix and blend around your team properly, if that makes sense. And Newcastle can't be stupid. Like, they will get over it one day, but like, they're always going to be treading a fine line. They had to have known at some point the Guimareses, the Tonalis, the Isaacs. I wouldn't quite say Livramento, even though he's always linked with City and Lewis Hall, because I don't quite think I wouldn't describe them as the big three. Maybe you could even say Anthony Gordon, who used to be linked with Liverpool. They probably knew they might be in a position where one of them wants to seek pastures new, or they might have to sell one of those. If you were to ask me, where I've got no skin in the game, because I'm not connected to Newcastle, I think out of Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali and Isaac's probably the last one they want to get rid of, especially in today's day and age where you're really scratching your head for where top strikers are. Obviously, Isaac's cold, Lewandowski's cold, Haaland speaks for himself. Not everyone. I don't know, because that ain't a problem of my team. Because, yeah, we got Gyökeres. That's not my problem no more. We definitely got a striker. You know, I don't know. Speak of someone like Man United, they're going for Ollie Watkins. Big up Ollie Watkins because you're an Arsenal fan. We need him to stay for at least one more season. Vamos, DG Nation. Come on, big up the DG Nation family. Let's run up the likes, people. MLS got us speaking Spanish. A consistent Martinelli this upcoming season, together with Gyökeres and Saka firing, will challenge well again. I hope so. I do want to get over the line. I hope with it being a World Cup year, and the last time we had a proper striker in those magical first 6 months from Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli was different. But I am at that point where I just accept players for what they are. In fact, to be fair, you know I'm a big fan of Martinelli, even though I've criticised him and I said we want a left winger. There was someone that commented, because of my love for Martinelli, it means I don't want Arsenal to win silverware. Talk about 1 + 1 equaling 100. But yeah, man, like, I don't want to look at what you could be and do hypotheticals anymore. I think I need to look at players for what they do. Rice, I know what you're on. Saka, I know what you're doing. We all know the players that the real ones that we can rely on. You can only get a consistent Martinelli if he has competition for place in his squad. We need a left winger. I just think he ain't kicked on. I don't know if it's down to the gaffer. Don't know if it's down to Martinelli. Probably a bit of both. You just ain't kicked on. The footballing IQ is not... Well, I'm sure if I watch from a few years ago, you're probably a bit smart, but you haven't improved, bro. Like, you just haven't significantly. Please remember to like the vids, guys, to help DG grow on this channel. Thank you, my guy. Isaac would have been the final piece. I mean, you'd imagine Isaac was our #1 dream. Maybe we didn't think he was available. I don't know. If you get Isaac and a winger, if you get Eze and a winger, Isaac can go to Liverpool. Arsenal ain't got no skin in the game. DG, what's the exact number of subs? I see 69K, so you're close, my guy. We're close. Let's go. I can look for you. I'll tell you that much. I don't know. I'll be real. I don't look. Sometimes I don't look at the analytics. It's just nonsense, if I'm completely honest with you. I just don't want to be involved in it. 69,067. Great stuff. Trust the process. The process be processing, man. So yeah, man. Isaac explores his option. It's nothing to do with us, you know what? If we had Edu and he was delaying and dragging his heels over Gyökeres and Sesko, we might have some skin in the Isaac game, but it's a myth, man. It's an absolute myth. Now, Eze next, then potentially Rodrigo. True, jeopardy is needed if he's not playing up to the standards, but Martinelli has components to do well. Just take the burden off him. You can be part of the squad, but we're not going to live or die by you. And Saliba not signed new deal. We'll get into that. Kai spent all this time getting swole only for Glock 9 to show up. I'm a big fan of people in preseason, not even just Kai Havertz, just wow, they've put on muscle. That's great and it's amazing stuff, but we're playing football, bro. Like, and to be fair, I don't feel physicality necessarily has been Kai Havertz's biggest issue. Another one, squad player settings. I hope Real Madrid come in and hijack Isaac. I mean, I'm Real Madrid, you go and ask for that, but yeah, you wouldn't, you know, Real Madrid don't have to explain themselves. Isaac would be enticed, but really, do they need that? They're linked with Rodri. Listen, I'd rather them get Rodri, to be fair, because we're seeing what no Rodri in that City team does. 3 years left. He ain't going anywhere. Newcastle struggling to get talent. You signed a contract. Do your job. Fair play. Assuming here we go, my guy. I know, but I need to see. I'm at the point, as much as I'm excited and I think it's done, I need to see Gyökeres in the Arsenal shirt or in some capacity. To be fair, even Mascara ain't got that. If Liverpool gets him, it's over for the league. Any update on Eze, we'll go over that. Robertson at left back. Gyökeres 14 would suit him well. Rodrigo 10, Eze 18. If Gyökeres picks 14, this guy's balls. Why for that? But I hear it. I mean, bro, Nketiah wore that and scored a hat-trick. He lived the movie. DG with the LB bias. I have, but I do think we need a left back because on the face of it, I don't want to see Kivior there, but Kivior could do a job there. Worse comes to worse, and we're in dire need. Timber can move over there. Obviously, Miles Lewis-Skelly's made it his own. I hope Calafiori stays fit, but I think there's scope. Not to break the bank, but maybe just I think there's scope for it. If there's not much outgoings, we'll sign one more main player. Will we even sign another main player? Full stop. Do I have an Arsenal scarf? Yeah, but it's summertime in the United Kingdom. Like, there ain't no need for scarves and shit. Love the fact that you love the show, Paul, man. One love, my guy. If Walcott and Nketiah got 14, why not Gyökeres? To be honest, I don't care what number you're playing. If you just do your job, it don't matter what number you're in. For me, watching Isaac live, he is different, bro. Best striker in the division. He's my favorite striker in the division in the Premier League. I wouldn't say he's the best. He could be the best because he's my perfect striker. Like, you do everything. You can do the general play. You're strong. You can do everything. You can do everything, but for me, it's between him and Haaland. I know Haaland ain't got the general play and the silkiness, but that is a 9. That's a cold-blooded number 9. And to be fair, you can't pick when you come into this universe, but I would have loved to have seen Haaland in like the late 90s, early 2000s, maybe even up until mid-2000s, when it weren't all about false 9s and all this crap. I think he's in the wrong generation. It's between them, man. Is that too pricey for us? We missed out. I mean, we definitely missed out, but did we miss out if we never had a snowball's opportunity of grabbing him? We knew we weren't going for him. We've obviously explored that before. That was a myth, and we just kept it moving. Obviously, naturally, as we're doing now, we're going to have the conversation around, oh, what could have been, but nah. I'm good, Jay, man. Defo good now, because certain men are losing their Swedish strikers. We got ours, man. We got ours. Is that going to Liverpool is a problem, but Arsenal signing a serious left winger makes us scary, in my opinion. This is why we need to let Dons go. If Martinelli or Trossard start next season, I'll have a mental break. Get me Rodrigo steady out, steady, man, steady. Don't make football make you say madness. Martinelli reminds me of Bellerin. Love the guy, but when he left, I saw a notable difference in quality. Pardon me, would you do a swap Saliba for Rodrigo? If Saliba says I ain't trying to sign a new deal, I'm open to everything. Alvarez is that he's not in the division, man. I think the fee for him lowers as well. But as Social Jones said, the man's got 3 years left on his deal. Obviously, you don't want an unhappy player, but he ain't really got a leg to stand on per se, because you can scream, shout, shake it all about, and obviously Newcastle would have to sell. You don't want a negative influence in the ground part. If you're too expensive, you've got 3 years left on the deal, or other teams say we like you, but we're not onto you right now. Left field choice, Bayern Munich. Kane ain't gonna be there forever. Martinelli has reduced due to pressure from the fans' media. Gyökeres coming in allows Martinelli to do them dribbling runs again. Really? Martinelli has regressed due to fans and media. Really? He's been here when we've been getting slagged off. Some of his best periods is when Arsenal were getting slagged off and it was quite toxic. I don't really believe that. Yeah, you're defo getting 70k this year, and check your Twitter DMs from me. I told you. Hey, big up yourself, Jerome. Do you know what? My DMs are off. You get weirdos. Not you, obviously. Let's be real. A bagsman is what Arsenal have needed for years. Only 3 suited that tag, and Arsenal grabbed one. I'm so focused on what we need to do. I need a serious left winger. At this point, we've known this forever, man. Apparently, Isaac's rejected a contract offer. You can't get the most out of Martinelli playing as a touchline winger. I hear that. Bro, I hear it, yeah, but I do have an Arsenal scarf. You said that a few times. Kivio, that was a good pass. The one player that impressed me the most yesterday was Zubimendi. He was very smooth with his passing and scored his penalty confidently. Said he's going to change our lives, but I'm never going to talk on Martin Zubimendi anymore. You're not going to see it. Isaac is injury prone, but is that a tag that's just staying with him for no reason? It surely's got to be. It's just staying with him for no reason. When was the last time he had a lengthy layoff with injuries or had an injury-ravaged season? Someone mentioned David Ornstein. That's about Isaac, but can't lie. I thought it was about Arsenal getting Isaac. Can't see Liverpool being able to afford this. They already told Newcastle they would either want Isaac or Hugo Ekitike. I hear that, but if you're Liverpool, would you tell a next club your intentions? And in fact, nobody saw them spending that money on Wirtz and then Hugo Ekitike. I'm sure Liverpool fans didn't even see them doing this level of spending. Anything can happen. Zubi speeds us up. You saw it, bro. It's the fizz passes, consistent fizz passes into feet. Like, he just does it. None of them footballers that just do it all at their pace. I do think when Zubimendi is one of them players, like, everyone's going to have a bad game. When he has a bad game, he's going to get overrun, kind of like the whole Sociedad team against Man United. But he's going to change our lives, man. He's going to change our lives. Him and Gyökeres are the game changers right now. I need more. Liverpool got the money. The bid was always there. If they're selling Diaz, so May find the money. Exactly. They're going to get bread from Diaz. They're going to probably get bread from Harvey Elliott when he goes. Darwin Núñez potentially could be moved on. They are in a stronger position to do this than people think. DG, if Liverpool get Isaac, is this the best transfer window I've seen a Prem club do? Chelsea did move mad the summer of 04, though. 04 was a minute ago. That was up there. Probably is. To be fair, though, we need to put more pressure on Chelsea. They need to be fighting for the league. And I want to hear around Liverpool and all these clubs, they must win the Premier League. All that crap that is projected to Arsenal, don't get twisted. I think we must. Gyökeres is not on Isaac's level. I don't think he is at this moment in time. Like, fuck it. He ain't kicked the ball in the Premier League, but Gyökeres is therefore a top 4, top 5 striker in this division. I think there's only 2 strikers better than him off the top of my head. And one is Isaac, the other's Haaland. Other than that, it's all free game. But I need the tactics to make sense. I need you to score goals. Got stuck with Visa. Odegaard, as he plays now, for me, is a bottleneck in midfield. He needs to fix up because at some point, Arteta's loyalty to certain players is going to cripple us. Respectfully, I'm not drawing that. You lot know I love Odegaard, but and again, we need to be very careful. My man is 15, 16, but you've got Dalman, Pathway, Nwaneri sniffing around. If you do get Eze and Rodrigo, those are 2 players that can, or either one, they can play all about the place. They can also play in the 10. I'll be watching to see what happens around Kai Havertz and Odegaard closely. Like, even if Kai Havertz is demoted to a squad player role, he gets, I don't know, 20 league starts. Not that I want to see that, or a healthy amount of starts and plays a key part. Naturally, the club have to be looking at that as, right, he's on big wages, and we do have to be prepared that you're going to have squad players on handsome wages. Like, that's how the game's developing. That is how big clubs move. But there is an element of that, really. I don't know if he'll ever go. Does selling Elliott, Diaz, and Núñez leave them short, though? Not sure they'll be able to challenge on all fronts. Good point, to be fair. Curtis Jones is about what? You'd have Wirtz, Curtis Jones, assuming you get Isaac, God forbid, and Hugo Ekitike. Could probably make it work. But yeah, you would be a bit short. There's probably a little young player PSG are interested in. Isaac. Safe if they get him. What if Saliba leaves Arsenal to go to Madrid? What centre-back should Arsenal get? I don't know. Just get me Gertie in it if that happened tomorrow. I don't think PSG can get Isaac. Why not? I think this is Isaac's team being smart. They're using this interest to get his money up. I hear it, man. You know why I rate Gyökeres? He said he's on Haaland's level. He just needs to show it. That's the confidence I need from my 9. Exactly, sir. A man playing for Leipzig, scared of Kai Havertz up front. Watching from Antigua. Big up the Antiguans, man. Appreciate you, man. We definitely keep up the content. Thank you, my guy. If Gyökeres and Havertz would be our strikers, who would you start against a PL low block? And on the flip side, who would you start against a European powerhouse in the champs? I think, I can answer the last bit first. Kai Havertz, I know you've won the champs, but Gyökeres against a low block, Gyökeres needs to play all the time. I think it's more tactically, of course. Apart from Kai Havertz making runs off the ball, and maybe Gyökeres drops deep and then he occupies the centre backs. I mean, Kai's quite intelligent in terms of attacking spaces and where to stand. But in terms of low blocks, I don't really like. If I had a toolbox for breaking down low blocks, I don't think Kai would be one of the tools I would take out. I think I'd more. Obviously, we're not going to see Dalman in that regards, but the Dalmans, the Ezes, the Wanyeris, and if not that, probably even someone like Madueke or Martinelli, because you either have to have them cute little players in the pockets and people that make runs, or you stretch. Because that's the thing. Like, obviously, I can't tell Arteta anything about coaching, but naturally, deep blocks, low blocks, compact units, the only way you can defend amicably is to have that level of compaction if that's what you're going to do. So it's clearly filtered around team shape. We're not going to get anywhere if we can't disrupt the shape. All we need is one moment. We just need one defender, one midfielder to not follow a runner, be out of position in that low block, get one goal very early. We go a goal up. They might still play the same way, but now the onus is on these teams to come further forward. So breaking down low blocks is an issue. But I would say when it becomes clear in them games how them teams are playing, breaking them down very quickly changes games. I don't know about the songs, but give me a striker from Sweden. DG, do you really think Newcastle owners will sell Isak to Liverpool when their history bought their number one target? I can't see it myself. I hear it, but at the end of the day, they're businessmen, innit? You got to put your feelings to the side and just keep it moving. If I'm brutally honest with you, I want Hatter so bad. Why didn't we ever make a move for him? Well, we ain't got 40, 50, 60 odd million quid for no left back, centre back when we're bringing in Gyökeres, committed to Zubimendi, 50 on Madueke, small hope for Eze and Rodrigo, or both, if that's what you're on. Shout out to Chelsea for him, man. We have to hope he stinks up the place, if I'm honest. Hatter, Simmons will be sold in a year's time for profit, but I'm not too sure on that, Amrose. Defo need a left back. Cali is a liability as a left back, and Kivio and Cali in the back four together is weak if Gabriel is out. Darkness. Hi, DG. I just joined. I think Saliba will sign a new 4-year deal with the option of a further year, and Gyökeres will play against Spurs and score 2 goals. Hit the likes, people. Nearly 500 watching. What should be our best formation next season? 4-2-3-1. But again, the days of formations are gone because you see 4-4-2 at times, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, and build up. It's a back three. I think formations are gone. Actually, yesterday, normally we kind of sit in a 4-4-2. Actually, like, I don't know if Arteta is genuinely wanting to do this. It was quite intriguing against AC Milan because it's like we had a front four off the ball, 2 in Rice and Norgard, and then obviously our 4 defenders. I don't even think we need to change formation. I just think we have to have the ability to pivot away when the low block, sorry, not the low blocks, when the inverted stuff ain't working. We need to be able to switch it up naturally. Zubi's a good player. His ball progression is nice. Chelsea have spent 244 million euros. Right now, it's an open floor for all clubs on Isak. Without selling Nunes, Liverpool and Ikatike signings won't help Isak. Liverpool, besides Newcastle, would rather sell to any other club than Liverpool. I hear it, but where are you not finding out these informations? On a side note, what sits crunchy flaming hot is amazing. I'm about to finish this whole bag in 2 minutes. At 1:24 p.m. UK time. Your belly's strong, I can't lie. Congrats on 69, earned it, G. Close to your 70k. We're close, but we're not there. We are not, we don't get excited, we don't get complacent. We need to win the league. Simple as that. Notice how as soon as Gyökeres gets signed, Isak wants to leave before he gets outclassed on Sunday. He's saying running from the grind. The new bad boy in town, man. Newcastle despise Liverpool and Arsenal. I hear it. But boy, it is what it is. Let's see what's going on in the papers, people. As we all know, with Fabrizio Romano, and to be fair, we've done a lot of waffling about Isak, people. We've got our own Swedish striker. Romano said, breaking, Viktor Gyökeres, new Arsenal player, is every document. Sorry, people. It's just sunk in again that we got a striker. Like, we have a striker. I've seen Smith Rowe in the European semi-finals, false 9. I've seen William play through the middle. I've seen Eddie Nketiah with the number 14. I've seen kind of past it Lacazette. I've seen Marino, seen Kai Havertz, and seen Jesus. Some of you have done better than others. No disrespect to you lot, but I wouldn't say I've ever wholeheartedly believed in you lot. But there's a new hero in town. But on a serious note, Viktor Gyökeres, new Arsenal player, as every document has now been approved and exchanged. Arsenal and Sporting completed the process with formal authorization to travel. Medical to start in the next 24 hours. Gyökeres coming soon. Get him over there. Apparently, he'll arrive in London on Friday to finalize his 63.5 million euros move, which includes 10 million euros in add-ons, people. So, yeah, apparently Arsenal Sporting are checking documents with lawyers. Every deal, the deal's being done. Naturally, you'd imagine these are multi-millions of pounds deals, people. So, they're going to do that. Again, everyone and their dog is offering information. As per whoever this is, Gyökeres already in London last night, so he's going to be in London on Friday, or he's in London. Who cares? Just get it done. Or could he still be in Spain? Gyökeres already in London last night, and Arsenal will publish new pics of their signing today. As per Dharma Chef and whoever that is, Gyökeres expected in London tomorrow to sort final contractual details and will go to Singapore to join the team. Does not say where medicals take place at this point. Who cares? We'll carry on with the Gyökeres stuff in just a moment. Eze has told friends that he's going to join Arsenal this summer. TBR Football understands. Arsenal have now held discussions with Crystal Palace and the player about a move, which is great. Isaac's obviously told Newcastle he wants to cut out. The 25-year-old has 3 years left on his deal. Can't play left wing for the Gunners, man. It's not real left wing. In game, we will change things. Trust me, we'll change things. And yeah, Gyökeres can be a rotation. You two can rotate with each other. Just join us, man. Gyökeres will travel to London to complete his move to Arsenal tonight, allegedly, people. Again, we've seen emails and all this kind of crap around Gyökeres. I'm just happy it's kind of done. It's been a long, dragged out move, you know. It's been a long, dragged out move. Is there anything else in relation to Eze? No, there's not. So yeah, big up Gyökeres on that one. Travel to London and come sign for us. It's nice to be able to close all these tabs saying the damn same thing, people. What was you lot's thoughts on Martin Zubimendi, by the way, in his game, people? I actually want to see what he said in his interview. I'm sorry, people, this might be a long one. Keep your thoughts coming. How long actually is it? I want to read this selfishly for myself, so we're all going to do it, people, before we can continue with where we're going. And you saw how good he was yesterday. It's a different change for me. It's the change I wanted, says Zubimendi. Since the first day I've been here, I've noticed the greatness of this club and I'm adapting. That's why he's here, adds Marino. This club provides you with the right atmosphere to build big things, to fight for big titles. I'm going to get up the line, though. We have the right attitude, a really hungry group. It's amazing. Other people above you lot as hungry as the players. I feel sorry for the players. I think you need to have a window where you look around in your teammates' faces at training or in the change room and think, yeah, we actually can make a go at this. Man said, wrap up the league if Isaac goes Liverpool. I'm happy with Zubi. DG, if Berta sells Zinni, Nelson, Vieira, Trossard, we might be able to forward the leg of his act. To be fair, his right peg, it might help us. Take a shot of Henny for me, bro. Quit drinking long time ago. I ain't even got no Henny with me right now, but yeah, I will when I obtain it. Smash the like button, people. DG, what do you think of Norgard? Not going to lie, he was good, but then I thought he didn't know he was decent on the ball, can make a pass, though. Do you think he can get a start in the first team more often? I think you'll feature a lot more than Jorginho because you'll be fit a lot more, and it will allow us to maybe on occasion either in-game or starting game start him. I do think it's always funny watching games. Nobody's right, no one's wrong, but it's always funny watching games and then seeing social media because people are moving like he's mad shit or people are moving like he was amazing. I don't think it was that. I still think, I don't think he's not got confidence, but I still think he's learning the team and his role. He did kind of, you lot would have heard my commentary when we did the watch along. I was like, you need believe in yourself a bit more because there was times he's calling for the ball, but I know you can get further up the pitch and then ask for it really, and maybe even invite pressure on yourself because you got the ability for it. Kind of saw what I thought. Think he just needs to grow in confidence, but naturally that's going to happen. Like maybe it's with the greatest of respect to Brentford, and he has played for his country. Maybe it's a bit of a culture shock at the club at the moment, people, and the people he's around and stuff like that. I don't know, but hopefully that answers your question. So yeah, people, what else have we got here? So that was that. Arteta said it was a very well orchestrated plan and both players were very keen to come, which is very necessary. We had a club in Sociedad that understood the situation, that they've been excellent. We did what we wanted and the players did what we wanted. And I think Sociedad at the end were happy with the outcome. What's been said here, Marino, we're fighting for big things. It was a really tough season and he was really focused on Sociedad. So we didn't speak much. Even with the national team, we didn't touch that subject. But obviously, I'm really happy for him to be here. And hopefully we can keep building our story together in this great club. I'm not gonna lie, big up yourself, Mourinho. I don't know how long you're gonna be at this football club. I like you, I just don't know. Because Mourinho, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, when you remove the romance and many others, it could extend that to Odegaard and Martinelli. We could be lit in a few years, but we still need to win stuff now. It wasn't an easy time. I wanted to stay at La Real, but when offers come in, you start thinking about your options. The first question I had to answer was whether I wanted to leave, and it wasn't the right time. I felt La Real offered me more opportunities, and I still had a lot to learn, so staying was the best decision. But by that stage, Arsenal had made their interest explicit. They respected Zubimendi's desire to stay for an extra year and set about the process of persuading him to join in 2025. We know about the connection between Mikel Arteta and Zubimendi. They're both Spanish from that same region. We've been plucking a lot of people from Sociedad. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I don't know what he saw in me, but I saw him as one of the top coaches in Europe. I wanted a quality coach when I left Real Sociedad. I think I found him. In the few days I've been here, I've seen how meticulous he is about every aspect of the game. So I think he's the one. Fair enough. And Arteta kind of echoed the positive sentiments. When you have him every single day, how he captures the information, how he processes things on the pitch is very impressive. Mourinho apparently is taking on the big brother role. And, you know, you got bare Spanish youths here, so you can adapt to life. Because this is, you got to remember, for Zubimendi, everything you've known has been that, it's not remote, but the remote area of wherever Sociedad is, you know about the mountains. You're coming to big bad London now. It must be a culture shock, if I'm honest with you. So when your manager's Spanish, coaching staff Spanish, couple of ex-previous players, it just makes a lot of sense, people. And you're one of the more experienced players in our team, both in terms of your CV, you arrive as a European winner, etc. Like, I'll be honest, big up Mourinho, but and we kind of spoke about it, but Zubimendi's the guy that should have come in last summer. Like, these are the game changers, people. What's been said here? The only thing I would say is to be patient when things are not going your way, because sometimes you need time to adapt. He's going to adapt perfectly because he's really smart. The group we have is always helping new guys. I felt the love and help of everyone. Outside the pitch is a big step. You change countries, you change cultures. The rhythm of life is very different in our old city than in London, in a massive city. We're going to be living close to one another, not in the same house though. We have the same mentality of being close to the training grounds so we can spend more time there and not waste too much time in the car driving, because traffic in London is crazy. It's about football first, then life. Having known each other for 7-8 years, we're going to be doing some plans together. Oh, that's cool. Your missus can be friends and that. Make sure you lot do what needs to be done on the pitch. Arteta is the kind of coach who explains a lot from his midfielders. I'm going to try to balance things I didn't do before playing in that position. I try to bring balance and provide that passing outlet that I'm known for. Beyond that, I'm sure he'll ask me to do new things. Think Declan Rice, you might see a bit more from him, people, in that kind of regards. I'm now worried about Isaac to Liverpool. What shall be, shall be. Yeah, I made a mistake, Doc. I said that earlier. Like, yeah, that's my bad. I was half asleep trying to do that. Big up the Icelandic ones. Norgard's not a bad player. You're cool for the squad. You're cool for the squad. Like, you can do something for us. You're cool. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's mad innovative, it's mad smart. Nobody wanted Norgard respectfully like that, but there's too much crying. You're just coming here to be like a stopgap type of thing. You're probably going to be here for 18 months tops, 2 years better yet tops. You're naturally going to, in fact, I won't quite say there's some regeneration needed in midfield, but there might be. Obviously, Zubimendi's 26. He's going to be here for time. Rice is 25. He's going to be here for a minute. Mourinho, you'll be here for a couple of years, but I could see you being phased out potentially. Who else have we got? Norgard, you're 31. Your days are not numbered, but they're numbered. Got to keep the pathway kind of clear for a Nwaneri and a Max Dowman. Obviously, if Odegaard don't buck up his ideas, there's a decision to make. So that's maybe more so for next year and years to come, but there's probably a bit of regeneration required in that role, despite the fact that we spent peas. And obviously, Kai can be afforded the luxury of, I guess, being included in the midfield group, depending on where you are with that. We've got 180 likes. We can get 200 people. I'm excited to try to increase my level, to try to learn, to try to keep being important in the squad, whichever role it takes. Last season, it was a striker role. Oh, this is Mourinho, and I think I've adapted quite well. It's about being ready to do whatever the team needs you to do. You have to play as a striker or a goalkeeper, just have the right attitude. I can't lie. I don't want to diss Kai, but I think I prefer Mourinho as the backup striker. Maybe it's an aesthetics thing. I just think you move a bit better. I therefore think you're a better finisher, but you get where I'm going. Arteta believes Zubimendi can transform Arsenal from contenders into winners. No single man can do that, but I've said that. I put my neck on the line. Why for that? But for Zubimendi, he's going to change our lives. That is a level raiser. Him and Gyökeres are level raisers. I need a couple more. The most important thing about this club is that they learn from previous seasons, says Zubimendi. The most important thing about this club is that they learn from previous seasons. What do you make of that, people? Because I think he's bang on. The lessons they've learned from how last season ended will be key to getting even closer to this year's target. I was already sold on Zubimendi, but there you have it. That paragraph, there you have it. That is it as well. Football comes down to details, especially in the Champions League. Arsenal were the only team who truly stood up to PSG, and they let it slip because of minor details. These minor details, we need to be on the right side of these minor details, these fine margins. It's all fun and games. Mikel Arteta saying we've been the best team in the Champions League. Don't really care if you, I don't think if you were a supporter of PSG, you would have cared when they dumped us out and he said that. I definitely think you wouldn't have cared when you've won the trophy. Winners win and losers explain. Yes, there's nuances and all of that kind of stuff, but there is a degree of winners win, losers explain. History is only written by the victors. Like all the wars that are put in the history books, we don't even know if that's how it really went. But the people that quote unquote won, that's how it went. And football's no different. Of course, when you sign for a club, the first thing that comes to mind is playing at home and soaking up the atmosphere. I've heard that last year was a special one. You would have loved it against Real Madrid or City, my boy. We have an unbelievable atmosphere, says Marino. I'm going to skip past Marino's bit. Big him up, though, because we should. We got French guys, English guys, Spanish guys. You know, guys are there in it. Like, it's a beautiful thing about football. There's people from different cultures and races and religions just mixing together, man. I'd love to see the social dynamic at Arsenal, you know. I'd love to see, like, the little posses, like, obviously, we know NWANERI and Miles Lewis-Skelly are friends, so naturally they're probably inseparable. Does Saka Rice go into that? Is Rice a floater? You know, the pensioners of the group. You know, I just imagine the dads of the group are probably Marino and Norgard. Like, big them up, but you know, when you're traveling to away games, I wouldn't want to be roommates with you. Like, you lot are just gonna probably watch David Attenborough. That I want to be with the guys, man. I know there's things that could be going on. We could be sneaking out. Well, you can see why I could be a footballer in it. But you get the point. It's true that we have many Spanish players. We know that. Shout out Kepa as well, another dead. So, yeah, man, I don't think Mr. Zubimendi said anything there. Now, speaking of Declan Rice, he has backed new Arsenal signing Noni Madueke to overcome any doubters. We're all well aware of all the talking points around him and surrounding him. Tony, Claude, appreciate you, my boy. Everyone gets a chance. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's some amazing signing, this wavy. End of the day, he plays for Arsenal. Prove us wrong. Arteta, you spent 50 million on that. Make it happen. Because to me, it's not a bad player. I can see why. But if you don't bring in another winger, it's kind of the same in that. Madueke, listen, you can say Madueke is a better option than Martinelli. Martinelli's better than Trossard. Trossard's better than both. Jesus fit might be better than them. But they're kind of all the same. From what it is right now with 38 games, I expect 3-4 games from all of you where you're unplayable, you can't drop you, you're the first name on the team sheet. Equally, I think you revert to type, and then it just keeps on going like that. Same way I feel like I believe in Gyökeres, I believe in Saka. I just wanted that final piece to the puzzle there, but it is what it is. What has Declan Rice said? There's obviously been a lot of talking around this signing. I didn't like it, if I'm speaking honestly, but I know how driven he is. I've spoken to him, and you're going to see what he's about this season. I hope so, man. As football players and players they've played with him, we know the quality he has. I hope so. I mean, end of the day, people like myself couldn't be keen on this signing, but he has played for England. He has played for Chelsea. He is playing for Arsenal. He is a professional footballer. He has been bought for 50 million. So he's got to have something about him, innit? And I'm not even on to you, Madueke. Mikel Arteta, you need to make it work because no one told you to sign him. Make it work. I hear all of the positives and negatives. I'm choosing to believe in the potential. But I'm not interested in potential. You need to realize the potential. Eh? All of us have potential in this world, you know. Go and realize it. If you don't realize it, it's dead. It don't really make much. So go and show me something, man. And definitely in the attacking ranks. And again, this isn't with Madueke, but I didn't really want gambles. I kind of wanted sure bets, even though everything is a gamble. But fair enough. If he's driven and he's proven, at the end of the day, you only need God to believe in you, but you need to believe in yourself. You need God to believe in you, and your manager needs to believe in you because the world could be saying, Madueke, you're shit. He bought you. So go and be fearless. And let's be real, football fans are fickle. You do the job, everybody loves you. It's as simple as that. You're not going to be the first or last player that's dissed, man. I'd love us to get Rodrigo dreaming. Rice is Norgard's golf buddy now. Yeah, he's doing that. I see him do that. This season, we need these players to have fire in their eyes and this mentality to finish off teams and don't ease up. Want all the players to feel that pain of coming so close to win. Amen. I'll be real. I need Arteta because I don't doubt that hunger from my players. I'll be real. And I do think for the players, of course, they fucked up on occasion. I think for the players, you just need better players to play with you now because it's become evident. Like, we need to kind of stop the fairy tale thing. We don't need to be bare positive. We don't need to be bare negative. We just need to look at it neutrally. We need a striker that can score goals. We need a left winger that's getting X amount. You do need the Maduekes, the Trossards, the Martinellis. I'm not saying all of them to be part of the squad. Because a man like Martinelli might only get 5 goals this next season. God forbid. But those 5 goals, we're not going to waffle about it. But those 5 goals could have been where we look like we're going to lose. We nick a point, or it's a must-win game. We've nicked 3 points at the death. You see, Gabriel Jesus and Zinchenko won the peripheral things at City, and they used to do that all the time. Origi. Never anything to scream and shout about. Not bigger in Liverpool folklore than I reckon the Firminos, the Salahs, the Manes. But how many times did my man come clutch? We just need to find them guys and put them in the roles. Obviously, if you adapt and you burst through the scene, why not? Not a fan of the whole tier 1, tier 2, all this bullshit that was coming out yesterday. It's just a fancy way of saying what we know. Like, if you're a squad player and you take your chance, you can become, a rotationary option. If you're a rotationary option and you do your job and the manager can't drop you any knees, you become a regular starter. And it's down to you to hold on to that spot. But anyways, people, cool. He's driven. I hope he's got fire in his belly. I do hope he's got a point to prove, people. He's so driven. He's so driven. He's proven. He wants to prove and show everyone what he can do. I think you're going to see that. There's hunger inside his belly. When he signed, he had like 10 or 11 people with him. That excitement is a good thing. He's hungry. He wants to play for Arsenal. And those are the type of players we want. It's so positive. I think he's going to shock a lot of people. And I can't wait for him to come. Then he said, people, it was just a nice little touch for him to join the club and feel welcome doing the captain's thing. Did Odegaard send him anything? Trust me when I say the boys are really looking forward to it. People have been speaking internally, the players, the staff. I mean, they're going to. We know the player that we're getting and we're looking forward to having him at our club. It's going to be exciting. I hope so. Show me. That's what I want. I want Madueke to be a bad boy. I want to look at this and say, oh my God, how did Chelsea sell him? Do your thing. I don't think he's as bad as people make out. I do think the frustrations is spilled over. I don't rate you if you did what, not that you need my ratings, but I don't rate you if you did them petition stuff. I'm never going to do that. I think that's sneaky, if I'm honest. And the only thing worse than that, way worse than that, is the people going in the man's DMs and talking nonsense to the point where he had to limit his comments. Because these are the people that if they see him, they'll ask for a shirt. It's funny how life works, isn't it? Like, we could have all been watching this game between Chelsea and West Ham, and little did we know. It's a bit like Gyökeres against Brighton, well, playing for Brighton with Ben White at the Emirates. You just never know, innit? It's a weird life, man. It's a weird life. When I met him as a person with England, we've seen the snaps, mate, and was blown away by his personality and character. I don't think a lot of people would have him down as that, but he's one of those people who lifts the dressing room. He really cares about his football, has high demands, and that's what shocked me about him. Then seeing him up close on the training pitch, when he gets the ball, he just wants to beat his man. Why? Let me be sure. He's so positive and direct, which is music to my ears. When you're an attacking player and in your mind, the first thought you have is to go past your defender, I think that's an unbelievable trait. That's what attracts me, man. What has Rice said? Let's be real. Hey, Rice, let's be real. Last year, we hardly had any depth in any areas. We played half the season pretty much with so many injuries. So to now be able to rotate and push in different competitions with different players is going to be really good. That's key for us. Another one that aids my agenda of I only feel sorry, connected to the club, away from the fans, only feel sorry for the players. You lot weren't, it's like we're going to war and you lot are the soldier dons and we hear that these lot got guns and bombs and all these kind of things and I'm giving you bread knives. You might be able to do something, but at some point you need Mayday, innit? And if you were to, I know it's graphic, but were to use war and say we're still in the fight, once we got to January, a couple of our soldiers have been licked down, people are injured, we're sending SOS reports. January being Cronky, pull your finger out your ass, mate. Fucking sign a striker or something. You know what I mean? Teeny's playing left wing. Didn't bloody happen, did it? Muppets. So, yeah, players were let down. Feel sorry for you lot. Sorry for you lot. Have certain luxuries I afford Arteta, but I can't say I feel sorry for you in that regards because you've had peas. Fucked up the peas. Those above you, you get Champions League. That's all you lot care about, innit? Prove me wrong. Because now I'm at the point where it's not even that I don't believe or believe. Just show me. I know you lot are a good team. Go and show me you're a great team. I know you're a good team. I know you can fight through adversity. Show me your winning team. Arteta, show me your winning manager now. Because when it's all said and done, that's the stage we're at now. Simple as that. Anyways, I'm putting really big demands on myself this year. Come on, my captain, big up Odegaard. I'm trying to push myself more because the back end of the season I finished strong. Yeah. And don't forget Real Madrid. He better have spoken about Real Madrid in this. At the start of the season last year, I was nowhere near the level that I require of myself. I put it down to a few things. Coming off the back of a Euros final with England was mentally tough. Having 16 days off, going straight into a Premier League season, it was really hard. So yeah, we know that because once you got into gear, it was a myth. It took me a few months to get going, but now I'm getting a full preseason. I feel really fit, strong. I'm going to try and kick off the season strong. I know you know Rafael Declan Rice because a couple of years ago, I'm sure even this year, I don't know what it is, but you know when footballers have their off season and they have their own personal trainers and they link up and do drills, we saw Leao, bring him. We saw the post AC Milan stuff. Let's be honest, Leao was glazing Arsenal. Oh, top 5 team, come over here, man. Come over here. Thierry Henry will link you because he says he's a big fan of his. It took me a few months to get going. We know this. And we know Ras can do this. I have the capacity to play 6 if needed, but we obviously have Zubimendi, who we've signed, and Norgard, who has been incredible. The manager sees me as a box-to-box player. So do I. At the back end of last season, coming off the back of Christmas, I fully showed what I can do in that position and kicked on. There's so much room for growth in that area for me. I'm looking forward to this season and set myself some good targets that I want to try and hit. More goals, more assists, impact the games more, not just do it at the back end of the season, do it in the full season and set myself numbers. The best players in the world do that. They want to try and push themselves. That's what I'm trying to do. And the manager is certainly on me to do that as well. It's my fucking captain, mate. You know what I mean? Big up the young NWANERI. What is he said? I think it's a good start from the team, obviously, in relation to yesterday. We're ready to keep pushing and training and working hard. It was really hard. It was tough, but you need to do it in pre-season to get fit. So it was good and I enjoyed it. And you did get nutmegged. You did get done dirty, but you showed some great trickery. Shout to you, Endowment. Yes, I think all the signings we've made have been brilliant, sharpening the team, making us even stronger. We've got some more back at home coming, so we're ready for them to all come and build something. Should we see what the gaffer said post AC Milan on Bakayo's performance? Obviously, we know what he's on. I don't need to waste time with that. Saka was good. On Max Dowman, yes, I'm very happy with all the kids. I think they're able to play at that level with 15 years old, in my opinion, because of the environment and the culture that is within the team. And when someone makes you feel so comfortable, so confident, straight away you can go and do it. Obviously, it gives you the best chance. You have the qualities that this kid has. Fair enough, man. What has he said here? Now, I want to read Saka's one. We're all very happy with the performance, especially the attitude, the quality, the determination that we showed throughout the game. Obviously, to win as well, or lose on pens. And yeah, regarding individuals, he was at a really good level. Bukayo is one of them. We have pushed him through the summer as well to catch up on other things that he had to do to give himself the best chance to explore his qualities, which are better and more highlighted and with more impact than physically at the highest level. On finishing the match with 4 academy grads, very good. It's a lot of work in our academy, all the coaches involved. It's a moment to give opportunities to reward them, and they certainly took the chance. Today, in difficult circumstances against a very big team, it's incredible how at 15 years of age they perform. Kai Havertz, he's in a very good place. I think the game he had, I think he was in 3 or 4 times. He was completely free and the ball arrived to him. His work rate, what he offers to the team is top. He scored against Watford today. He was very close a couple of times. Overall, very happy. On Timber and Magalhaes's absence, people, which is probably the one where like, oh, what's going on here? Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. We've already gone over the Isaac stuff. The owls in Rice's suitcase. I can't lie, Chai. If Gyökeres ain't getting me 20 goals, I'm disappointed still. 15 allows I can save you with 15 if we win the league, but I need 20, bro. That's all I think of from a talismanic figure. Big up DG and the Madaweke delegates in our red and white, and we should get behind it. Got no choice. Like, what do you get from it? You don't rate him, but what do you get from it? Like, if you're going to the games, what do you get from slagging him off? I know it's cool on social media, and you definitely get clips calling him everything under the sun, making up names. Obviously, for most sane individuals, you praise, you could tweak. That's it. But he's never gonna we know what time it is with Madueke. People are gonna be dishonest. Unless he really lights it up, which I don't know if is gonna be the case. People are not gonna give flowers. He didn't buy himself. And he's at 23 years of age, living his dream as a footballer, signing for our club. Metaphorically, put an arm around him. It's easy to criticize. Anyone can do that. It's much more difficult to uplift someone. Anyways, Jurian is still not here. He's not fully trained yet with us. Timber? I know I'm going to see you first game of the season. Big up Ben White, but I know I'm going to see you. Gabby had a little niggle the other day in training, and because of that, he has been out for so long as well. We have to manage him. I mean, we've been in Spain, different pitch, different conditions, go to the UK, different ones come here. There are a lot of changes, so you have to minimize the risk. Listen, big up the Singapore atmosphere. On potentially seeing new arrivals on tour. Don't worry, we've seen the Mascara stuff. You know that I'm not going to speak about certain players that are not with us on the plans for Dalman this season. No, we don't know. With all the young kids at the end, they're in and around the team constantly, and they're really used to the dynamics, the demands, and especially raising the physical levels. Because the demands and actually to be able to perform and impact the game at that level, it demands really, really high physical standards, and they're getting there, and that gives them another platform. Then they have to earn it. On NWANERI, well, really good. I think, yes, right away after a few holidays, those kids, they come back from the summer and they look different already. They look more mature. They have a better presence. And Ethan, certainly, he's been training really hard. They only had a couple of training sessions with us. So for him to be able to play 45 minutes in that interval is a really positive thing. And the same with Marley, the same with Josh. So really happy with all of them. On the preseason plan with the team, yeah, there's always things to improve and to try to find that cohesion within the players and share the minutes. Everybody has to step up a level. We know that. And we're certainly in a good direction. I hope so, man. So we went over that. Xabi Alonso has informed every player of what their role will be during the season. Xabi doesn't want to deceive any player and made everyone's role clear. Some players are now thinking about their role, and if it's best, they look for a new club. Fuel to the fire where Rodrigo's concerned. But what I would say to that is, there's also been reports that he's told the club don't sell Daddy Sabas. Ain't seen that over Rodrigo yet, people. We've covered that yesterday. William Saliba is ready to make a financial effort in order to join Real Madrid. The club is also increasingly motivated to sign him. What do you make of that? Part of that offer is set because with Rodrigo, Romano said at the moment, nothing is happening today or in this moment for Rodrigo. Why? Because the player is on holiday and his agents are talking to Real Madrid. They already had a meeting last week to just present their own position. In that meeting, from what I'm heard, Real Madrid confirmed they're open to letting Rodrigo go. Now it's up to Rodrigo, together with his agents, who has to decide what he wants to do. Stay at Real Madrid, compete for a spot, or leave and explore all the options. There are options in the Premier League. There are options also in other countries, including at PSG. So PSG have been linked, Chelsea have been linked, Arsenal have been linked, Liverpool have been linked, Saudi has been linked, Tottenham Hotspur have been linked, and there's probably a next one. Who knows? You know what? Left field choice. Newcastle. I know it's a madness, but Newcastle. Robinho to Man City Saints. So yeah, we're kind of at where we're at. There are several options eventually for Rodrigo, but at the moment, it's not at an advanced negotiation club to club and not on the player side, because this has to start with Rodrigo. It's Rodrigo who has to go to Real Madrid and say, okay, I understand your position. I want to go. I want to leave. Give me the final price and I'll bring offers. So this depends on Rodrigo, and this is up to Rodrigo. So make of that what you will. Saliba lowers salary demands to join Real Madrid this summer. I don't believe this. Apparently, he's understood to be open to a move to Madrid, and his contract situation also puts Arsenal in difficulty. But then you see that we're close to signing him to a new long-term contract, and we're hopeful of tying the French defender down to fresh terms before the start of the 2025-26 season. I have covered this in the video I put out earlier today, but I did speak about how his agent is making things difficult, as he should. You've got one of the best centre-backs, one of the best young centre-backs. Your client is not earning more money than certain people that can't buy a game or their futures are clouded. It is a short career. I know football is tribal, but he should make it difficult. And to be honest, him and his agent have all the leverage. We see what Real Madrid do. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're shook around what's happening with Konate. Us with Saliba, and we've seen these things before. So fingers crossed Saliba stays. Isaac hasn't gone over to Newcastle, and regardless, there can be no excuses. Arteta, man, I'm quite fond of you, as I always say in many things, but I'm not an Arteta apologist, and I love my club more. And because I rate you and I rate what we're doing as a club, need to now get over the line. And I know the Cronkies are not perfect. I'm definitely not alleviating them, but they have done so much for you, really. Like they have. The Cronky ownership prefer Arteta to be prefer Arsenal to be fully responsible with no financial risk. However, Mikel Arteta has strongly and successfully argued to extend the budget this summer. So if you got extended budget and you got 50 million for Madueke, do your thing. Chelsea are moving closer to getting Xavi Simons. Can't say we care. The plan is to officially announce Christian Mascara as an Arsenal player today. Mascara is already training with his new teammates in Singapore, and I'm sure you lot would have seen several pictures on social media where he's actually walking with all the Spanish boys in our team. From what I remember, Zubimendi and Raya, we've obviously seen pictures of him getting on the plane. We saw the pictures leaked when he done his media work. Maybe, I don't know, man, but it's been a bit weird in that regards around Mascara, around Zubimendi, around Gyökeres. It's a bit mad, isn't it, really, and truly? It seems like there's a theme. So, yeah, Arsenal and Sporting have now exchanged every document for the transfer of Gyökeres. The player's been authorised to travel with a medical to take place in the next 24 hours, which is the sweetest thing we've heard. Not seen him, but apparently Arsenal are leading a host of Premier League clubs in the race to sign Charlton under-16 midfielder Michel Nduka. He's played for England at youth level, I'm sure, and have made headway over a potential deal. I mean, they've got a fantastic academy, Charlton. You can see Joe Gomez, Ademola Lookman, the list goes on. And as I was talking about, like, he's there with Kepa, with Zubimendi, with Raya. So yeah, no clue who this is. Just going to assume this is an Arsenal fan. Maybe that's hand of Arsenal. I don't know. You can't rule it out. No one don't know nothing. Yeah, shout out Rice for that. So yeah, we've gone over quite a lot, ain't we? Big up you lot. 215 is our business. Big him up. But yeah, Mascara will wear number 3. That's another point as well. Magpies blood pressure sky high today. Let's be honest, Arsenal won't sign Eze this summer. Just look at pre-season with NWANERI, Nelson getting game time. We won't spend 60 on Eze. Lokonga will go and Vieira will go. As long as they Arteta, if that's how it's gonna go, make sure you win sign. So yeah, man. Arsenal finds a way to F with me daily, with all of us, but we do it to ourselves. If I'm completely honest with you, let me do the poll again. Can you do? Oh right, you can do multiple polls. Will Gyökeres be Arsenal's last summer signing? And go new poll for you lot, people. And like my man Ryan has said, let's get the likes up. Subscribe. It's free. All right, Foxy, come outside. Foxy, come outside. Come outside, because you do a lot of talking about, oh, yeah, can't blame him for leaving. You send a lot of banter. Where's his at, bro? My princess gone. Far, far away. He's gone. He's going. He's going. You're going to be on crack when his at goes, because you know you're not signing a lit striker, is it? Liverpool robbed you for Hugo Ekitike. Tired. He's tired. No excuses for you lot. Sunday, we're going to end up having to play some of the Singapore All-Stars. Bro, no excuses for you lot. No striker for you lot. It's cool, man. We got the best Swede striker in the league. That's gone, mate. It's gone. Let's be honest. Norgard and Zubimendi is not an upgrade on Partey and Jorginho. I think Zubimendi is better than Partey, but I hear it ain't got a leg to stand on because he ain't kicked a professional ball. Norgard is not a better footballer than Jorginho, but you're going to be more prominent, I believe. But that's what I mean, because on one hand, I feel we have improved the depth. But then again, it hasn't, because it's kind of been one in, one out. Fair enough. Madueke's come in. We can argue about quality, but and Gyökeres, there's more attackers now. But it feels a bit like a sideways step. Even Mascara, I keep saying Mascara, you can play centre-half, but could also play right-back. Can slot across a couple of those positions. You've kind of replaced Tomiyasu. And you're going to be a lot more available, I hope, than Tomiyasu. But, yeah, man. We have to see how this all plays out. But it needs to end with some trophy in Islington in May of 2026. For me, anyways. They're both upgrades. Nah, the only thing you could say with Jorginho is he ain't got the legs. And I just think Norgard will be a lot more durable and available across the season. But and we also know there's certain games you kind of had to play Jorginho win, and things like that. But also, to be fair to Jorginho, there's been numerous games we might have been nervous about him starting, where it's an end-to-end game and he's done quite well. And to be fair with you, I would say Thomas Partey and Rice has been the best partnership I've seen since Rice has been here. But then I could also argue my own logic. I do think there was a point, it might have been Rice's first year. Jorginho and Partey were the best part. Like Jorginho and Rice, they're a very good midfield partnership. And I don't know if Norgard plays with Rice, if that's is going to be as good as that. Because they complemented each other very well. So yeah, we're definitely signing one more player after Gyökeres. I hope so. DG, what is it with our fan base? Partey had one good season and was on first names with the doctor. That's harsh. I would say 2. He couldn't stay continuously fit. Norgard is slightly better overall than Jorginho at this stage of his career, and Zubi will probably be better for us than Partey. I still don't think he's better than Jorginho, but you're more available and you're probably on less wages, so make sure we dedicate funds. I've always said Isaac is a step I've always said, Isaac step up is to join elite teams that win trophies. Liverpool fall into that. Oh my God, he fucks me better. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry, still, it doesn't matter, mate. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We said, at least you're a hole with a cause, innit? At least you're going uptown. It's cool. It's gone. Foxy, I've got you. You're doing paragraphs. It's over, bro. It's over. Is that gone? It's gone. Stick it up on the wall with fucking Alan Shearer and all them guys, mate. It's over. It's over. Nah, Norgard defo better. Plus, he offers more, i.e. set pieces. What set pieces does he offer, though? Because he can do headers. He's not better. Norgard is not a better footballer than Jorginho. Even he's not. He's not. He's not. But he's here now, innit? No Eze in consecutive kit launch videos for Palace. I'm only believing the Isaac thing when I see him. When I see Isaac, then it's different. Smash the likes, people. Thank you for the support. Without you, appreciate that. It's all bad. Foxy knows it's all bants, man. Don't take it too serious. Could you see a world where we make a panic deadline day transfer if we get 3 or 4 from 9 to start the season? You never know. Stranger things have happened in life, but what's there to panic about? I know we're panicking because we had no one on the last day of the season with Raheem Sterling, but what panic? Maybe Rodrigo and Eze drags out if we are really into that, but I'm not sure. God forbid, but if there's injuries, I can't. I don't know if this is catch or SB, but based on what you're saying, I've covered it. So yeah, I hope our fan base stop drooling over Isaac. Now we have Gyökeres. I'll be real. I don't think anyone has. I think everyone's just doing this, mate. Do you think Arsenal has a chance to win the PL without signing a left winger like Rodrigo or Eze at least? Yeah, in a sense that if you don't get Eze or Rodrigo or these guys, Eze tells me you want a versatile attacker. Couldn't tell you who that would be, but if you can't get Eze, go get someone else. Rodrigo tells me you want a game-changing left winger. Don't know who to tell you lot, but if you don't get Rodrigo, go get someone else. Now, if you don't do that or one of the two, then you're doing the ifs and buts and the hope, and if this happens and the calculations, and then you're living or dying by stuff. August the 5th is my birthday. Big up yourself. Happy birthday in advance, man. Let's hope Arsenal make my day and sign a left winger by then. I wouldn't bet on it, but stranger things have happened. Stranger thing have happened. Zubimendi is going to silence a lot of people who regard Partey as better. Partey always played wide right and barely played out wide left. Zubimendi can play both ways. Zubimendi's a baller. It's true. I must admit, I do think people are dishonest about the guy that was in our club prior to, you know. In fact, let's move away from Donny. Let's move away from Donny. At the end of the day, Norgard's hearing it. My man's not. I don't understand all the hype about Paul signing Isaac. We finally got a striker. That was the missing link. So now it's after Arteta phase 6 to prove his worth. PSG lost 2 to Chelsea. It's unpredictable. I hear it. Norgard was playing Premier League football home and away week in, week out. Not sure Jorginho can at this stage of his career. And that's the main thing for me. You're going to be available and we might be able to be a bit cute and clever. And Rice comes off for the last, like if there was 5 games in a row and we just assume Rice, we wrapped up the games and Rice comes off for the last 40 minutes. Think about how much legs you've saved of his in real time. And I don't think you always need to arrest players like you can't start, you're not going to start, but we do need to be a bit cute and clever with anybody who plays on a regular basis for us, and especially the players that had a hamstring. I said, DG, yesterday you had me cried, your roasting gave his Ted. Appreciate that. It's all bants, man. You know, sometimes I get called boring and mundane and all these things, and I don't mind, I'll have it, but like, I'm not going to lie, like, bro, man's got personality, you know. It's not just a pretty face, Brandon's. Shout out Kilburn. Let me not be dumb. Number 5 was our best midfielder. Zubi got big boots to fill. Zubi's filling it. But you look, fuck Partey now, because he doesn't play for Arsenal, yeah? Zubimendi's going to change our lives. Click this. You lot are going to love Zubimendi. If you don't already. Don't bread and gas up stuff. But Zubimendi is going to be amazing. He already is. I fully believe in, big up Gyökeres as well, but on task with Zubimendi. He's cold. And obviously, Rice was a world-class 6. Seeing him do the 8 thing, I'm not saying we're going to wake up and Zubimendi's going to do a madness, but based on that, Arteta's going to get more out of this guy. He's deceivingly more physical than people give him credit for. He's incredibly intelligent. He loves to punch the ball further forward. We're going to be playing low blocks, and the majority of our games are going to be in the opponent's half. He's going to help us with that. I'm not putting all my hopes in just one done, but Zubimendi's changing our lives, man. Norgard ain't an upgrade on Jorginho, but Zubimendi is better than Partey, in my opinion. I hear it. Partey who? Already forgot Donny. Hey, football fans, we're crazy. Huh? I don't know what that is, but Zubimendi is a top player. But what impact has he on actual points per PL games remain to be seen, geezers? I hear you, but that's that woke bullshit, man. Like that's all that XG and all that, bro. He's a good footballer. That's the next good footballer. One man can't just continuously make the difference. Just maneuver. I don't know how much points he is gonna win for us and all that, man. You're gonna have to ask. I don't know, man. People that are in Opta and that. Which one would you prefer, Martinelli out or Trossard? It's probably easier to move Trossard on. I'd say Martinelli based on the last 24 hours because Trossard looked very good in the first second half. I do think people are doing a bit too much with Martinelli, but it's pony, man. And we're impatient, man. We're impatient now. We're very impatient. The last time I fell in love with an intelligent player was Fabregas. I'm already loving Zubimendi, the tempo maestro, symphony creator. Come on. Please, Arsenal be in the conversation for Isaac. He's leaving. Let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. One good season of partying, man. I'm moving like he's Busquets. He's gone now, man. I think Noni is the key to unlock low blocks. Okay. We don't need this clip. We don't need this clip. Your name is literally deluded. You're living up to your legacy. Every minute, you're not so deluded. You're living up to your legacy. As long as you fucking say that, smash the like button. It's cool. I feel like Bukayo Saka. So for every you're an impactor in great. Oh, he doesn't move me. I'll never forget that celebration one. Or that one. Is it right decision for Arsenal to sell Martinelli? At this point, like, unless your name is Declan Rice, everyone's got an asking price, isn't it? And obviously, Saliba's contract is running down. But for me, if your name is not Rice, Lewis Skelly, people that are like making up the part of the team, if your name is not Rice, Saka, Lewis Skelly, William Saliba, Jurien Timber, players of that ilk, bro, everyone's got a price. I don't think we're gonna sell before we see a left winger. Trossard might go. I can't see us selling Trossard and Martinelli without someone coming in. And even that, if Trossard and Martinelli are sold, Madueke comes in, and let's say Rodrigo comes in, cool, we're gassed about Rodrigo and all of that. But again, going back to the depth, have we really nailed the depth and the quality, which we need to? Both are very individual, but they have to intertwine at some point. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. A fit party is easily top 3 CDMs in the world. 6 row. I don't think you're better than Rodri still. I don't think you're better than Zubimendi because you play for me. Man, fuck party, don't play for us. Martinelli has to go. He's killing us on the left. Well, Arteta's the one playing these dons. Man said finalizing the Draxler deal very soon. And Yann Villa, whatever his name was, the French guy. Wonder where he is these days. Skelly, best left back in the league. Best chat and stream. We're here for DG. Up the likes, family. Appreciate you. I don't know about the key. Could be a key, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I ain't got a leg to stand on with that. There's no evidence, but I just feel from what I've seen of Zubimendi for Spain, what I've seen of Zubimendi for Sociedad, what I like of the player, what I think we're missing, yeah, he's lit. He is. Come back to this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm lying, I'm fine. I've been wrong about bare things, but I've also been right. I just got the bravery to say it. Zubimendi, you lot are not going to give a flying monkeys about Thomas Partey, unless, obviously, there's injuries. Zubimendi's better than him. He's better than him. He's better than him. I like both, but Trossard is definitely a better player. Trossard probably says, you know what, I'm going to cut. It's probably easier to move on Trossard. Like, you're on less wages. You've got a year left. It's more techie selling Martinelli anyway, so is what it is, man. But for me, with not to be disrespectful to Trossard, again, you're a rotation super sub kind of guy. Like, when we're trying to make you someone that's going to start 25, 30, I'm exaggerating, but 38 Premier League games, we're shocked that you've done some good, some bad, ultimately ain't done nothing. Relax, deluded 5 is clear of Zubi. Zubi's better than him. And plus, where's Partey? Who cares about Partey now? You don't play for us, bro. DG, I'm sorry, but sell Nelly, Trossard, and Kai in a package deal for Isaac. I hear that, but if you're Newcastle, you might take Martinelli, you might take Trossard. You probably say, fuck that for both of them. You're definitely not taking Kai. And you just want your money. Zubi 8, Rice 6, some games. In games, I do think people overcomplicate this football thing. Like, just because Rice is further forward than Zubimendi doesn't mean like Rice can't clock. Oh my God, Zubimendi's ran further forward. Let me just fill in for him and vice versa. There's intelligent footballers. Like anyone that's played Sunday League, I might be a left back and I'm definitely going to run off from left back. My winger might he knows the right winger is attacking. DG's out of position. Let me just fill in for him. Here for that. I don't know, man. You lot can keep crying about Partey. You don't play for us no more. Fucking. You reckon we play better football this season? The slow build-up thing is too boring. I don't know about straight away, but we have to, innit? There needs to be new life, man. It's become a bit predictable and a bit stale. We need to switch it up now. We need to switch it up. I would just love us to marry the 2022-23 attacking half of our team with the following season's defensive half, tweak it a bit. We're lit in it. People need to let TP go. What could shit? See what I did there? And embrace Zubimendi. This guy's going to open a lot of your eyes and open the way we attack. Ship Martinelli to Saudi, assuming he wants to go there. Trossard to Fenerbahce and go in for Isak Gyökeres, Saka front three. Would love that, but tired, man. I think our team needs to learn how to play with Zubi, but when it gels, it'll be special. Yeah, he's acting, man. He's acting. Trossard, Kivi, or Martinelli for Isak would go crazy if it was NBA. Bro, this Isak news now killed the Gyökeres hype. How? It's probably not a talking point in the wider footballing world because Isak crazy and whatnot. But if anything has killed Gyökeres hype, it's the same thing around Zubimendi. Like, it's just taking forever to, and I don't think people will gas it up too much, but the Mosquera, it's just taking forever to announce it. We've got a striker. You can't always, of course, Isak great. I'd love us to have Isak and Gyökeres. Potentially, if Gyökeres and Isak were both on the same table and available, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Gyökeres to Arsenal is not a thing for me. I'm going to get Isak, but stop watching what other people are doing. We finally got a striker. We got a gunman. Like, pick up Isak. That's their business. Shouldn't always. I know we're always looking at what other people are doing. Boy, Liverpool building a super team. I'm pissed. Yeah, trust nothing ain't stopping them, man. Isak your idol, played for Arsenal, come fulfill your destiny. We all wanted Isak, but how can it kill the hype? One, and what's going to happen is different. You knew you weren't getting Isak. You knew we walked away from it. Yeah, he's quote-unquote become available or something because Liverpool have pursued him. He's still got 3 years left on his deal. So you knew we weren't going to get him. So how can it kill your hype? You're actively going out there to not be happy. We all love Isak. Quality player. When we remove football tribalism, wonderful footballer. But we got Gyökeres. Isak's at Newcastle, at least for now. Someone needs to stop Liverpool because they're going to be unstoppable. But this is what we're working with, innit? I don't know, man. Probably. It depends how much of a fuss he kicks up. And maybe this is the only way they can see an exit, man. Gyökeres, 15 goals in 26 for Sweden. Isak, 16 goals in 52. Shameless. Shameless. Absolutely shameless, man. In 3 minutes, people. I'm going live again, people. Yeah, they are at times, man. Always flipping. Do people really think Liverpool can pay that much plus TK inverts? That if you sell Diaz, if you sell Nunes, again, you could be short, but you sell Diaz, you sell Nunes, you have sold a couple, you sell Harvey Elliott, probably a couple people I don't know at Liverpool that they'll sell for decent money. You can maneuver in it. The bad news is that I'm going to end this live stream right now, people. The good news is that I'm back in 3 minutes. I'm going to have Zar. We're going to go over Eze, go over everything else, ask him about the game. Then it's a chance for me to shut up and entertain you lot, people. But back in a second, man. As usual, everyone who's silently viewed, everyone who's participated, everyone who hit the like button, the members, the mods, all of you lot, man. It would be dead to be here without you lot. So, yeah, man. Smash the like button, all that good stuff. I'll see you in just a moment.